doing? It's been a couple of weeks probably since I last got in here to do an IVF update, but we are currently on our way to the clinic because today it's September 16 and it is physical day. So that means that next week we start on our Stims, which I am super excited because that also means that we have about 3 weeks basically total before retrieval, and that is so exciting. I cannot wait. Now I have been on my estrogen and estradiol, the estrogen for about, not estrogen, I'm sorry, the testosterone gel, Testim gel. I have been on the Testim gel since August 26th. So that means that I have been on it for about 10 days now. 20 days now. And 21 days. And also the estrogen or estradiol, whatever, I'm sorry. I'm having a foggy brain this morning. I have been on it for about a week now. And that has been rough, okay? Because this is not for the weak. My emotions have been all over the place. I have been constantly crying, just feeling all sorts of way, and just not where I want to be, I would say, mentally. It has been draining. Yesterday was a really bad day, where I almost gave up, literally, because of how bad I felt yesterday. I'm not saying this to discourage anybody, but I am honestly saying this from like the bottom of my heart. This is something that you need to be basically very mentally prepared to be on. I have said this 1,000 times to basically my husband and just my best friend, which are the only persons that know about the IVF, that this is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. You need to be very strong-minded and have a very big support. And not that we don't have a support, however, we haven't told anybody in our family. And probably by the time that the blog comes out, I will already, if the transfer works, we will be pregnant. If not, we will be a couple of months in before we actually tell anybody, because that's just how life is. And this is something that we have kept very personal until now, that I'm sharing from the moment that we started having the discussion of even having the possibility of doing IVF, to getting the process started, contacting the insurance company, and just getting everything going. I did order all of my Stims medications yesterday, so they will be coming in next Wednesday, which is the day prior to Stims start date. And I will be doing a video about all the medications that I got, and I don't know exactly what all of them are for, but I will be making that video just kind of to give you like a little bit of a rundown on what I will be using for my specific cycle. So remember, everybody's cycle is different and everybody's treatment is different, so you can go about that. But nevertheless, we are almost, or when I say we, I mean me, because today I'm on my own. I am almost at the clinic, and my appointment is in about 50 minutes, so I did pretty good. But yeah, I will also be doing another blog, more likely next Monday or Tuesday, once they have billed the insurance completely. Because let me tell you something, Stims medications, they're very expensive, and depending on what insurance you have, there's a certain medication that is not covered by insurance and is out of pocket, and it was $300. Oh yeah. So my HCG medication was not covered by insurance, and that was $300, and I almost had a heart attack when the specialty pharmacy told me that I needed to pay out of pocket because my insurance was not covered. I even called my fertility medication through my insurance to even inquire whether or not it was actually covered or not, and they said no, it's not covered. So I almost literally lost it when they told me that yeah, I needed to cover that medication, and it was something that I couldn't even skip. So mind you, this is going to be like the third medication with a really high amount due. The testim gel, the copay for that was $180, and now the HCG, and I don't know what else comes after that. I know it's called ACG, it's a shot. It was $262. So you need to be prepared, because just along in medication, it has been almost about, I want to say $700 since we started on all the all the stims and the pre-cycles, because I just did on the 21st I start my pre-cycle with my 𝚘𝚘 or my ganirelix, whatever you want to call it, because they have two different names, because there are two different medications which basically do the same, and that is prior to stims. So yes, I had a $50 copay for that, so you know, it is what it is. But nevertheless, I just got to the clinic, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off the car and go upstairs so that we can do our check-in. Hopefully they can see me earlier so that I can go home and you know, get my day started, because I do have to go back to work. So let's go. Okay, so we are back in the car. It was actually a very quick and a very easy doctor's appointment, which I'm glad, because my nerves were all over the place, honestly speaking. Like I have a thousand emotions going through my head right now. But we got it done. I talked to the doctor's assistant, which she's, I guess, the one in charge of my case, and she basically just gave me the rundown, told me when to stop my testim gel, when to stop my estradiol, when to begin my ganirelix or 𝚘𝚘, and then I will be back next Thursday for stims. I have a blood work and ultrasound, and also we start stims on that day. She said it more likely it's going to be at nighttime for all the injections, so that's a good thing, because I am horrified of giving myself injections. However, my husband is not, and he will be the one providing the lovely shot for me. At the office right now, they gave me a folder with all the information that I need, which yay. And then I also got a goodie bag, which is some prenatals, and then just a guide, and let's see what we got. Oh my god, this is so cute. So we have some little band-aids, we have some hand gel. Then they gave me a little raspberry leaf tea. Oh my god, I'm buying this. I love tea, and especially if it's anything raspberry, I love it, so I will be buying that. They also gave me, let's see what else they gave me. Oh, so they gave me a little pineapple. It's kind of like a little clip, and they gave me a little bead bag, so like a little ice bag, so I will also be using this, although I bought some for the house. this is so cute. And then they gave me a little keychain, like a pineapple keychain for IVF. So this is so cute. Then this is very thoughtful of my clinic. I am super excited and I am so thankful for them. They have been a joy with me. And they also have been very patient since the start of the IVF, because I am usually all over the place. You can tell that my estradiol today, it has me on a different level, because right before I came, I was extremely, I had a different mood, and right now I'm very happy. The test was very quick. I gained weight. I started the process at 124 pounds, and right now we are 138. Yay. But she said not to worry about it. That is usually because of all of the meds, all the medication that I'm taking, all the vitamins that I'm taking. She said that is not really gain weight. That is just most likely just water weight and bloating, a lot of bloating. But once we stop all of the hormones, it's going to stop. So not to get discouraged by that. And she said, just as of right now, take it easy, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the process. So yeah, so it is currently it is currently 7:43 in the morning, and we are done with the appointment. I am so glad. Next week, my appointment is on Thursday, the 25th. It is again at 7:20 in the morning, and it's just blood work, ultrasounds, and then we are good to go because we start stims that same night. So that is fantastic. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go buy myself a coffee and then head home so that I can start with the rest of my day. I will see you guys next week when we come for ultrasound and blood work, and hopefully next week I will be on a different mood because I stopped my estrus this Sunday, so yay. And then we stop the testing on the Wednesday before the appointment, or maybe I'll be in a different mood because then we start cetrotide on Sunday, so who knows. But until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.